All right, so today we're diving into something pretty fascinating, I think.
Yeah.
It's called the Organizational Emotional Resilience Quotient.
Catchy.
Yeah, right. OERQ. And it's basically all about how companies can not only survive like the crazy ups and downs of the business world, but actually use those to get stronger.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool about this is it's not just like a theory or,
Some like self-help thing.
yeah, exactly, like some feel-good thing. It's actually based on research, like solid research, on over 470 businesses.
Wow.
Real companies facing real challenges,
Just like our listeners.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. What exactly ISOERQ? Like, how would you explain it to someone who's never even heard of it before?
Okay, so imagine a company that instead of like falling apart when things get tough, they actually use those tough times to become even more innovative.
To come up with new ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Even more creative.
They don't just bend, they kind of like
And they bounce back.
bounce back.
Yeah.
Even higher.
Exactly. And that's what OERQ is all about. It's that collective emotional strength of everybody in the company. It's their ability to adapt and to keep moving forward no matter what's thrown at them.
So it's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything's fine.
No.
It's more about having this
Mindset.
Yeah, this resilience that helps you solve problems, sure, but then also turn them into opportunities.
You got it. And the research actually found that companies with a high OERQ, they were way more likely to achieve something called X-scale.
X-scale.
X-scale, yeah.
That sounds kind of, I don't know, mysterious.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
But it basically means like a total breakthrough in performance. We're talking, double-digit growth in things like revenue, market share, even employee satisfaction.
So it's not just surviving, it's
thriving.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even when things are super tough.
Now that's something I think every business owner, every leader out there is looking for.
For sure.
Especially these days, It's like the only constant IS change, right?
Exactly. And that brings us to this idea of a VUCA environment.
VUCA, what is that, like a volcano?
It does sound kind of explosive, right? But it actually stands for volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous.
Oh, okay.
Which basically describes, the world we live in now.
Yeah, things are changing so fast.
Constantly. And this research is showing that OERQ, that resilience, is like essential for not just surviving, but succeeding in this VUCA world.
Okay, so how do we actually build this OERQ? Like, where do we even start?
So the research actually identified 11 key principles.
11.
11. They call them the 11 commandments of OERQ.
Okay, the 11 commandments. All right, I'm intrigued. Let's hear it.
So one of the most important ones is visionary agility.
Okay, so not just having a vision.
No.
But being able to kind of adapt that vision as the world changes.
Exactly. So think of like, I don't know, a tech company that started out, really focused on hardware, but then they realized that everything's moving to software. A company with high visionary agility would be able to see that shift, even if it means, changing their original plan.
Makes sense, because if you're stuck in the past, you're not going to get very far in today's world, are you?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, what's another one of these commandments that really stands out to you?
Empathy-driven leadership.
Empathy. So leaders who can really connect with their teams.
Yeah, on human level.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, being nice. It's about building trust and real collaboration because they get it.
They understand that.
Their team members are,
people.
Yeah, with their own strengths and weaknesses and challenges and all that.
And they create an environment where people feel supported.
Exactly.
Even when things are, Tough, yeah. And that's got to be so important, especially when, a crisis hits.
Totally.
When things are going well, maybe you can kind of get by without that coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when things get really, really hard,
you need to know
the people around you have got your back.
Absolutely. And this ties into another commandment, which is psychological safety.
Okay. Psychological safety. So what does that mean exactly? Like in a company?
It means creating a space where people feel comfortable speaking up, sharing their ideas, even admitting when they've messed up.
Without being afraid.
Without being afraid, exactly, of judgment or punishment or anything like that.
It's about openness.
Openness.
Yeah.
And learning and encouraging people to take risks, to innovate, even when things are kind of uncertain.
Which is pretty much all the time now, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And I feel like that's got to be so important for companies to be able to innovate.
It is.
Because if everyone's afraid to speak up or, make a mistake,
you're going to
stifle that creative energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there another commandment that you think is particularly important?
Yeah. Purpose alignment.
Purpose alignment.
Yeah.
So making sure everyone in the company,
From the top to the bottom.
from the CEO to,
The intern.
the interns, understands the company's what?
Core purpose. Yeah.
Core purpose. That's it.
Like, what are we actually here to do?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
I can see how that would be really, really motivating.
Totally.
Awesome.
Especially when things get tough.
It gives you that
Sense of meaning.
sense of meaning, yeah.
It's bigger than just, the day-to-day grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these commandments, these principles of OERQ, they might sound kind of, I don't know, touchy-feely.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
But they actually have really concrete impacts
Pretty real, yeah.
on a company's success.
We see it in the data, yeah.
Companies with high OERQ, they're not just good at dealing with change and uncertainty. They're good at turning challenges into opportunities.
That's it.
It's like instead of getting lemons, they're making lemonade.
And then building a whole lemonade empire.
A lemonade empire. I like that analogy.
Right.
And they're doing it with happier, more engaged employees.
Yeah. Which means
Which
less turnover.
Yeah.
More productivity.
more productivity, yeah.
A better place to work overall.
A better place to work. So it sounds like building this OERQ, even if you just focus on a few of these principles,
Yeah.
can have a real impact,
Big time.
especially in today's crazy world.
Absolutely.
It's not just about weathering the storm. It's about learning to kind of, I don't know, harness the wind or something.
Yeah.
Like use it to your advantage.
Exactly. It's about realizing that challenges, you can't avoid them.
They're going to happen.
They're going to happen.
But they don't have to be,
The end of the world.
yeah, they can actually be the start of something.
Something new, yeah.
Something new, something better.
Growth and transformation.
So instead of dreading the next big disruption, what if your company could actually kind of look forward to it?
Right.
Knowing that you have the resilience to come out stronger on the other side.
That's the power of OERQ right there.
That is powerful. And it all starts with understanding these principles and finding ways to apply them.
In the real world.
In the real world.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this. Which of these commandments, these principles of resilience, really stands out to you?
Yeah. Don't think about it.
Think about your own work, your own company. What could you focus on?
Even just one thing.
Even just one thing, yeah, to build that strength, that resilience, that ability to not just survive, but to thrive, no matter what.
That's the key.
That's the key. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.